Hi, I'm Jess.
And I'm Matt.
And we are Tranquility Life Coaching. We started last time with filters, and then we moved right into clarifying questions. So we're just going to jump right in. So, clarifying questions. What are they?
Well, there are those questions that help us fine-tune communication. So, for example, if I wanted to understand better what you're talking about, I might ask you a question that broadens my understanding of what you're talking about.
Okay. So, it's kind of like a question that helps you understand what the person's saying.
Yeah, they're more open-ended questions versus our closed-ended questions that are usually answered in a yes-no kind of meaning. So, a lot of the books that I read always talk about deepening the understanding, of what the person's talking about.
Okay, so let's get an example going. So, how was work today?
Well, it was kind of exhausting, kind of stressed out.
Oh, well, what was exhausting about it?
Well, there were a lot of reports and things that needed to be done, and just not enough time to do things, and so many people asking for time, and just didn't have enough resources to go around.
So the exhaustion is causing the stress?
It could have been a little bit of bringing stuff from other parts of my life into work that bled in. Yeah, so it couldn't not always have been all work today. Yeah, it could have been something else.
Oh.
So just in that little thing, you've got me to look at where is everything coming from versus I'm just stressed and just taking it as I'm just stressed.
Oh, okay. So I think I just understood what happened there. So even though I was genuinely curious about how your day was and what was getting you really exhausted and stressed, what I was really doing is helping us both understand how you felt.
Right, because remember we're interpreting, I'm saying things through my filters, you're interpreting through your filters, and without a bunch of different cues that are not only verbal, because only about 20% of our conversation is actually committed through verbal communication. Some of it's my posture, my facial expressions, the way that I might raise an eyebrow or do something else. So those nonverbal cues that
Nonverbal.
Yeah. So all those things that come into play when you're reading it and formulating that question to kind of get that person to kind of be able to tell you what's going on, how I'm making you feel. As in a life coaching session, you're trying to kind of get to what is the issue. Again, peeling back those layers of the onion, just trying to figure out what is it. I might say I'm stressed and angry, but what is it really? Well, I don't know. Well, tell me a little bit about what made you stress, and through those open-ended questions, you can kind of get to a core issue.
I think you touched on something really great as well with peeling back the onion, especially with nonverbal communication, which is actually something I'm going to touch on next session of technology and lacking the famous art of communication. So, once again, I'm Jess.
And I'm Matt.
And we are Tranquility Life Coaching.